Summertime is the most crazy, eventful, stressful, boring, anxiety-inducing, plot twist after plot twist, adventurous time. It can be fun, it can be freeing, it can be emotional, and it can be life-changing. Whoever you are going into summer, you never leave quite the same. And it's that change that I went in search for this summer. I wanted to pay nostalgia a visit, and my childhood its respects as I slowly transition into adulthood. Having fun is actually hard work when you're my age, but boy am I glad I did it, because this is a summer I will never forget. Surprise, surprise, I redecorated my room. Now, because summertime encompasses an enormous range of aesthetic options, I opted for a simpler, fun theme. I added many elements of different components that compose my childhood summers, along with some things that I didn't really get to experience, but that I hope to accomplish this time around or in the near future. I paid homage to the summers past of chalk murals, wooden toys, paint sets, and iced tea on the front porch. To the years I first discovered my love for reading, and the time my family traveled to California, my first and only time at the beach. And I made sure to set space aside and set my sights on the future, to the good times ahead of me. A bucket list of Pinterest photos, moments captured in Polaroids and grainy film filters, places I wanted to go, and things I wanted to accomplish. My plan was to replicate and paste these times into a scrapbook entitled The Summer of 22. Let's take a peek, shall we? The first sunset of summer, a spectacle of light that demands respect and attention. The howling winds echoed my proclamation of summertime freedom. The colors reflected my uplifted mood. The view opened my heart up to an exciting anticipation. In this moment, I felt endless. Now, remember how I said I'd only been to the beach once? Well, I've been to this faux beach thrice. It's definitely nowhere near close to the real thing. My soul feels a deep tug whenever I'm near the ocean. But Iowa does the trick. And even in landlocked states like Nebraska, there's always a lake somewhere. The water was really dirty, and the algae clung to the shore in thick clouds, so my friends and I mainly stayed on the grass. But something about the music with its acoustic guitar and the sunshine blasting its full smile down on us, the chatter of the duck families waddling along. That's what a lake day is all about. was just happy to be there, in that moment, with my friends, surrounded by nature and books and other people enjoying their own lives. It was exactly what I needed at that time. Here's a throwback. Remember the days of hopscotch and gorgeous murals of SpongeBob and Patrick that would inevitably be destroyed by the vicious rain, or a neighbor washing their car. Those were the days. Days of sweat and toe calluses and mom sending me straight to shower before I left blue and pink streaks all over a nice clean couch. Days of playing Mud Chef and rooting through the recycling bin for building materials or just for inspiration. Days of lying in the grass to watch the clouds shift into odd shapes and being called in for lunch. I miss being a kid. But I guess we've all got to grow up at some point. Of course, that doesn't mean you have to lose yourself in the process. This farmer's market was right near a dog park, so some of the stands were so creative. There were treats and bones and samples and even dog yogurt. And the epitome of relaxation, an ice-cold glass of lemonade. Also, this top was in my closet forever, and I finally gave it a shot, and I think it really worked. Gave me those just came in from the ocean, Hawaii beach girl sort of vibes. Camping is the ultimate summer adventure, a true test of endurance amidst the natural world. I can almost imagine that I'm in J.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, camping for the night whilst on a quest to slay dragons and recover treasure. The birds always chirp a little bit louder here. The fireflies glow just a little brighter. The crackling fire provides the most comforting warmth. Crickets gently soothe me off to sleep. Camping also gives me time to perfect my marshmallow roasting technique. I've learned that a slow rotisserie approach makes for this thin and crunchy outer layer, and it melts the inside so much that it practically becomes this sort of frothy, sugary, foamy liquid. It's amazing. And there is one thing that happened on this trip that I will never forget, because it truly can only be described as a genuine adventure. I took my bike for a ride around the area, and I found so many amazing places, lakes and fields and stables and greenhouses. And then this happened. All of my life, I've wished to frolic in a field of flowers. And this will forever be one of my favorite summer memories. It almost felt like a hazy dream in that moment. My heart was exploding and my head was full of fuzzy, happy feelings. Truly getting to experience nature is the only drug I will ever need. Summertime is also a time for friendship, so here's one of mine. Her name is Jackie, which happens to be one of my favorite names, and she's also willing to go through Pilates torture with me, so yeah, she's pretty great. And now we come to the 4th of July, the unofficial holiday of summer. Now, I know this time can be incredibly controversial, so I'm not going to add to the mayhem by contributing my 2 cents. For me, this day is a time when my dad gets to be home with us. It's a time for family and grilling and watermelon and popsicles. It's a day for standing in the middle of the street because no one in their right mind would be out driving. And it's a day everyone is outside for once and the world is full of so much life and excitement. And the 4th is a day where we can't wait till it gets dark. Because tonight, we light up the sky. I know the noise and the explosions can be scary, and I get that. But for me, I thrive in the chaos, in the booming and the lights, the colors, the confusion. When night falls and I watch the show from my roof, I'm like the eye of the storm. I'm calm and I'm composed, and my mind for once is settled. My unending mile-a-minute thoughts are finally drowned out, and I can just be. Just a girl on a roof with the sky full of shooting stars. Zoo trips are deeply ingrained in my childhood. So much to the point that, for a while, I became desensitized to the whole experience. I wasn't really processing the fact that I was surrounded by real live wild animals. I forgot how cool it was to see flamingos in person and make eye contact with a gorilla. I forgot that even though I don't live near an ocean, I could see a shark whenever I wanted to and be mesmerized by the majestic jellyfish without owning an ounce of scuba gear. So this time, I vowed to take it all in, even the heat and the crowds and the questionable smells, because all of it is what makes the zoo so unique and nostalgic for me. Summer means a lot of different things to me. The joy of sweating after coming inside from an adventure. The joy of cooling down with a nice cold popsicle. Summers spent reading on the couch or hiding from my mom on the stairs. Befriending Ramona and Beezus, or the infamous Junie B. Jones. Summers spent in flip-flops and then barefoot, because flip-flops are the most inconvenient footwear ever created. Summer spent speeding bikes downhill because it feels like flying. Summer night stargazing and firefly catching and running in the dark because there's something so alluring about not being able to see what's ahead, but still trusting that the ground's gonna catch you. I don't know what the future has in store for me, and college is right around the corner. So this was a summer I spent terrified of that uncertainty. But I decided to run in the dark, enjoy what I could because I trust that God won't let me fall. This was the summer of nostalgia, the summer of planning, the summer of filming every moment and snapping every picture. And yes, this was a summer of every sunrise and every sunset possible. This was my summer of 22.